We begin tonight at 6 with a shooting in the Broad Ripple Bar District that left one man injured.
The gunfire happened around 1:30 this morning near 64th and Guilford. And right now at this hour on Thursday night, police are searching for the person who pulled the trigger there.
Our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick takes a closer look tonight at safety in the village and explains why investigators say they need the community's help.
A busy scene in downtown Broad Ripple Thursday morning. Police cars and crime scene tape blocking off Guilford Avenue for hours as investigators work to collect evidence and find witnesses. IMPD says an off-duty officer working nearby heard commotion coming from a nearby parking lot and then gunfire.
He ran up to the location and did not see any suspect or suspects, but did locate an adult male who had wounds consistent with a gunshot wound.
Police say the victim is expected to be okay. The small parking lot backs up to Connor's Pub and a health food store. On Thursday, both businesses declined to comment. Over the years, the Broad Ripple Bar District has dealt with its fair share of violence. Just last March, 6 people were shot inside Land Sharks, a club that is now shut down. And over the summer, Broad Ripple bar owners made a public plea for customers to return.
A lot of great local businesses here in the market that are ready for everyone to return, that it's a safe environment.
At the time, police also noted a dramatic reduction in violent crime in the district. And today they say that's still the case despite this recent shooting. Now asking for the community's help once again to find the person responsible.
And even if it's something slight, well, I didn't really see much. Well, you don't know until you call us and let us know. You know, that may have been the piece that they were looking for to help solve this crime.
And again, investigators continue to ask for more witnesses to come forward in this case. Anyone with information is asked to reach out to IMPD or Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS. In Broad Ripple, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
Thank you, Lauren. Also, we want to make sure you know that we did reach out today to the Broad Ripple Village Association to talk about the shooting. That group declined to comment, saying that police have yet to link it to any businesses or bars there.
IMPD just arrested a couple of people after confiscating 8 guns and several machine gun conversion devices. IMPD tells us its SWAT team joined the Violent Crime Task Force to conduct that search yesterday. They also confiscated thousands of dollars in cash and 20 grams of meth.
Tonight, a 13-year-old is in the Madison County Juvenile Detention Center accused of murdering a man in Anderson. In the court documents, police say that teen admitted to following Mark Miles back to his home on October 3rd and then robbing and stabbing the 61-year-old man to death. Tonight, we're working to find out when the teen will be formally charged and if he'll be charged as an adult.
Tonight at 6, shocking video continues to pour in, showing the strength of the Category 3 storm that hit Florida's Gulf Coast, reaching peak winds of 120 miles per hour, leaving widespread destruction behind.
And as the focus now turns to rescue and recovery, Indiana's National Guard has boots on the ground to help. Right now, hundreds of guardsmen are en route to Florida. They're going to help in the aftermath of Hurricane Milton. Governor Eric Holcomb activated the Guard yesterday, and today our Samantha Johnson went inside the brains of that operation.
Around 400 Hoosier Guardsmen are making their way from units across the state to Florida, where Hurricane Milton made landfall around 8:30 Wednesday night. Their main goal, to help remove debris from some of the hardest hit areas and to provide transportation if needed. Here at home, this is a look inside the Guard's Joint Operations Center. The computers, the monitors, the maps, this is the information hub for all Hoosier Guardsmen worldwide.
We're bringing in the information, we're doing analysis.
This week, Lieutenant Colonel Amy Hoover tells me they're working closely with the crews in Florida and Homeland Security to monitor the conditions down south.
So we're always communicating to adjust the needs and where in Florida they're being sent.
Now keep in mind, the Indiana National Guard just sent a crew late last month to North Carolina to assist in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Leaders here tell me they plan to be on the ground in Florida for as long as they're needed. In Indianapolis, Samantha Johnson, 13 News.
Thank you, Sam. Well, with the recovery efforts, not just in Florida, but also continuing in North Carolina after Helene, we know and we're hearing from you. Hoosiers want to help.
Yeah, make sure that you're giving to a reputable group. The Central Indiana Community Foundation has put together a vetted list of hurricane disaster relief groups. That includes the Gulf Coast Community Foundation, the Community Foundation of North Florida, and Western Carolina.
There's always groups like the United Way and Red Cross where you can donate as well. And the Red Cross is making it really easy. They've created this number. You can text Red Cross to this number, 90999, to make a $10 donation. If everyone does that, that would be a lot of money.
Yeah, and it's going to take so long for them to recover and do all the cleanup down there.
Yes, weeks, months, and years.
I agree with you completely. The latest on Milton, it is now post-tropical and it is moving away from the state of Florida. Still has winds at 70 miles per hour, but it will no longer cause issues for the southeastern part of our country as it continues to move away back across the Atlantic. In central Indiana, we have clear skies and it's warm as 77 in Terre Haute. We have 76 in Bloomington. We are down to 68 degrees in Richmond. Evening temperatures under clear skies in the 60s and 70s. Headed to school, clear and cool tomorrow morning, so maybe a sweatshirt or a jacket at the bus stop. Early morning temperatures in the 40s. We're in the upper 70s for highs tomorrow, and looking ahead to those numbers close to 80 degrees as we kick off Friday and start the weekend. The 7-day forecast does include a rain chance. I'll have that and perhaps the first frost of the season in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Angela. Thanks so much. Today, the ACLU of Indiana and Planned Parenthood filed another appeal over Indiana's abortion ban. Last month, you may remember the circuit court denied a request to expand and clarify the exceptions to that ban. Right now, the ACLU and Planned Parenthood have appealed that denial. So this case now moves on to the Indiana Court of Appeals.
Decision 2024. Voters in Kokomo now have more candidates to consider in this year's election. The school district is asking for approval of a $6 million referendum.
Our Rich and I went to Kokomo today to find out what that money would pay for.
The referendum, if approved, cannot pay for any buildings or facilities. The largest chunk is for compensation, recruitment, and retaining staff.
The referendum directs $4 million to paying, recruiting, and retaining staff. Not just teachers, but all staff from bus drivers to administrators. $1.1 million is for enhanced learning opportunities and academic programs for students, from elementary literacy to college and career prep programs in high school. Another $1 million is for upgrading technology infrastructure and software programs. In all, an estimated $6.1 million in annual property tax revenue to Kokomo schools.
We know strong schools build strong communities. The future of this community is our students. We have great support in our community, and we're confident that this request of our community to invest in our students will come through.
Homeowners would pay an average 31% more in the portion of their property taxes that goes to schools.
We're doing our best to educate our community, certainly are. Hope that they are aware of it, understand the impact that this will make.
The referendum covers the next 8 years. In Kokomo, Rich Nye, 13 News.
And we put together a voter guide homepage for you with everything you need to know to cast your vote, from polling times and locations to who's on the ballot. You can go over to WTHR.com/decision to find it.
Still ahead, reducing crime with housing stability.
We want you to see the new program putting roofs over heads, opening up new opportunities. Angela?
Scott, from near 80 to the first frost of the season, lots to cover in your 7-day.
And it is flu shot season.
We've got 3 locations that you can visit before the end of the month so you can make sure that you and your family are protected. It's next.